So you want to study music? Let's talk about it. Hey everybody, this is Elijah Travis. It's been a while since I've been on here in this context. I know I've been posting sporadically, like random performances and things like that, but 2023 is the year where I really want to focus in on this YouTube channel and post more educational content and experiences, because I do have a lot to share with you all. And this topic has been on my heart for a while. I want to talk about what it means to actually study music during college and how that will pertain to the rest of your life and what these things are meant to do for you. I really want to say this video is meant for those who are going into college and thinking about studying music, or those studying music but are having a hard time or considering switching, or don't know the purpose of a lot of things that are going on and what the big picture is of your degree program. Foremost, this video is not meant to discourage anybody. Music is a beautiful thing to want to get into. There's, as you've likely already seen, there's so many benefits and places that music can take you that you otherwise wouldn't experience. And there's a certain intimacy with music, with performing with other people and entertaining other people, that you just won't find in other mediums. And music is tough, but you can continuously get better for the rest of your life and not have to worry about just fading out or old age making you worse and worse. No, it doesn't work like that with music if you're doing the right things. So a little bit about me. I am a HBCU graduate from Bethune-Cookman University in Daytona Beach, Florida. That's where I got my bachelor's. I got my master's degree in jazz studies from the University of Arkansas at Monticello. If you've never heard of either of those places, first of all, I'm honored to be the one to tell you. Second of all, they're going to relate back to one of my points later on in the video. I want to start off by saying this. I'm going to be straight up honest with you. I do not think it is worth it to go into serious debt for studying music at all. You're in high school auditioning for scholarships and you get some offers back. Personally, I would suggest that you go to one of the places offering you the most relative to their tuition. I really don't want you making life harder for yourself down the line than it really needs to be. Debt is real. Bills are real. And you want to set yourself up for success, honestly. If the place you go has less of a name or notoriety, if they're offering you some good money, I think you should at least spend a couple of years there and get as many classes as you can with that school, and then see about transferring later. The institution that you decide to study at matters, but at the end of the day, anywhere you go, it's going to be what you make out of it. Don't care if you go to Juilliard. If you go to Juilliard and don't handle your business, don't put yourself out there, don't network, that name might carry you for a little while, but eventually, you'll find yourself without work and without anywhere to go with your career next. The thing that I don't believe is talked about or is really stressed is that studying music is not easy. People have this weird thing, and a lot of teachers or parents don't understand, besides your band directors. Studying music is not easy at all. It's not about to be you just picking up a horn and you just doing whatever you want, or just being in all these ensembles and you think it's just going to be fun all the time and you thinking theory is going to be easy. Oh no, studying music is not easy. And the way that you'll go about it is tough. First semester of college, I had to take 13, 14 classes, not credits, classes. Let me see if I can find my music is a little different than other majors. When you get in there, you're going to jump straight into your major, as well as your general education courses. To my freshman year, I took College English 1, Freshman Seminar, African American History, Performance Seminar, Math, Fundamentals of Musicianship, which is a fundamental theory course that we all had to take, Marching Band, which counted as a class because it was every single day, Introduction to Music Ed. I took a chamber ensemble, class piano 1, and my applied saxophone lesson, which is your private lesson that you have to take every week for your instrument. Or it was more than that, but still, 11 classes, freshman year, 11. Pretty much stayed like that up until I left. Set up like that for a reason. It should go without saying that your degree, the time you spent there, they're going to try to make you the best that you can be and as competent as you can be, so you can go out there and compete Some people make the argument that you don't need a degree to perform. Yeah, that's true. But as time goes on and more people are choosing to go to college and choosing to get those extra skills that a degree is going to, that the classes and the curriculum that a degree is going to give you, more and more you're going to be going against people and trying to get gigs against people that do have the degrees and have the skills that come with the degrees. Um, so I think you should, at least, even if you don't finish, spend a couple of years in that college curriculum doing all these things. It's worth it. While you're in college, you're going to be exposed and put in a bunch of situations in a condensed amount of time that, if you're coming from a certain environment, you may not have otherwise been able to have those things. And you need to take full advantage of those and realize what they're trying to do for you. For example, I'm going to go through most of the pillars of studying music. But for example, they're going to make you take piano. At least 2 semesters. I had to take 4 personally. Very important that you understand piano because you're pretty much looking at the theory, and you want to be able to see that so you can help others, but you can see how music works to a degree, and it helps you write music, and it helps you write music for other people. Having some type of piano skills and knowing where everything is on the keyboard and figuring things out for yourself and just seeing how things smooth, and even the way the piano, the timbre of the piano and how things are voiced, which is how, the arrangement of notes, I'll say it like that. It's very important that you get an understanding of that. It's going to make you better. They're going to make you take large ensembles. If you're in band or choir, in high school, you had to take, or you chose to take your big audition group or just a major group in your school. In college, they have those groups too, that if you're a music major, you have to take those. You have to audition and you have to see where they're going to put you, and you have to participate in those. And hopefully you'll be playing a wide variety of music. So, and hopefully you should want to, if you're not, forced to do it, you should want to participate in multiple large ensembles like your wind ensemble or symphony or orchestra, wherever your school has. You may have all of them, or a jazz ensemble, choir, show choir, university choir, whatever it's called, or how many groups you can handle, gospel choir. You should be able to, if you're not forced to, you want to be able to get all those experiences and be able to put yourself in many different situations so that when you get out and you have these different musical situations, that you won't just be a fish out of water all the time. No, you'll have these experiences, or you'll have some knowledge to be able to go forward, and you can be a leader for people who may not have had the opportunity. And especially when some different situations pop up, you've been through something similar, you can help facilitate things. And that's really one of the key things that you need to take away from. It's kind of similar to my last point. You'll be forced to take at least a few what we call chamber ensembles or small ensembles. So at your university or college, you might have ensemble specific to your instrument, like a saxophone ensemble, flute ensemble, a small voice ensemble, and you need to do your best. Have like a popular music ensemble. You definitely need to take advantage of that. Chamber orchestras, small orchestras. Things is taking theory. Theory is so important, and it's tough, especially the later you go. And I'm really talking to people that, some people it comes easy to, some people it doesn't come as easy to, but it's so important that you do your best to try to understand to some degree what's going on, and you need to seek out the help. You need to do whatever you can to understand what theory is actually about while you're there. Insult music theory. Music theory has a purpose. The point of theory, one of the points of theory that you need to realize is theory is going to teach you what has yielded positive results with music. And the easiest way you can get those results, and what to stay away from in a general sense. And the reason why, you're studying those old classical pieces, romantic pieces, Baroque, things like that, some of that stuff, it's hard, and it's like a lot of music isn't made like that. But if you can understand some of that stuff, most of the music that you listen to, like the rap and some of the R&B songs you listen to, identifying those and constructing your own should be a cakewalk. after you do your best studying some of the old stuff. Because if you can start to identify some of the stuff going on in those pieces and gain some type of appreciation, and that will carry directly to your R&B, your pop, your jazz, things of that nature. So next up is your private lesson. When you study music, you have to take will be called your private lesson or your applied lesson. That's a lesson with someone who specializes, a professor that specializes in your instrument, and you have to study with them every week of the semester. You'll be going through music and how to actually play your instrument. And I know some of y'all think you know how to play. You don't. And trust me, you'll see when you start studying, and they're just there to make you better. That class is one of the most important, if not the most important, because that's where everything comes together. You know, you're getting ready to perform on your instrument and you're seeing the theory of the piece you're playing. You know, you're seeing things come together. You're seeing pulling together things that you've learned from other ensembles, and it's building your musicality in your own playing when you're by yourself. And then during that process of you sitting with somebody every week in an intimate setting, learning and seeing how they teach you, and you seeing what works with you, and you hearing what they're saying about how they do other things with other students, and that's going to help you as a leader, as a teacher, and how to keep yourself learning as you graduate and move on and have to do things for yourself. So that is arguably the most important class you'll take. Next, you'll have a class called oral skills or ear training. That should speak for itself. Your ear has to be trained, as in certain things in music, you know, the average person won't be able to hear until, you know, you have to build step by step, you know, like hearing progressions isolated. And then you can actually start hearing that in songs, hearing different instruments with different progressions, put in different ways, and actually start appreciating and learning how to listen to music, especially in a critical aspect. And that's going to help you create your own songs, mix your own songs, figure out what sounds bad and why does it actually sound bad and how you can actually fix it. So it's imperative that you pay attention to that class. We have music history. That is a notoriously, and I've been around the country, that a lot of people consider that their least favorite. It's certainly my least favorite. You know, I didn't pass that class the first time, and that was the reason for a lot of things, but that was my own fault at the end of the day. So I definitely want you to learn from my mistakes. It wasn't the material, you know. A lot of times it's the amount of work that they give you, but it's important, you know. You need to know the context of things. And you should know where things came from so that, you know, you can help others, and so when you're placed in certain situations, you won't look stuck. You know, you'll know how to respond. You'll know how to navigate, and you'll be just fine. You know, that stuff is important, especially coming from certain backgrounds. It's important. It really is important. Trust me, it's a lot to be a competent musician. And as the years goes by and more people gain that competency, it's just going to get more and more competitive. So you need to do the best you can. And one of the biggest things I can tell you is get better as much as you can during college. Practice as much as you can, because, you know, depending on where you are, those same opportunities may not be available to you, like a building that you have access to practice in all the time. Don't take that for granted. Just get as good as you can while you can. You're always going to have to improve. You know, you can't survive without practicing, because you know, you can lose things in music. But as far as being in that setting and just having access to facilities like that, take advantage of it. Take advantage of it. No matter where you go, like I said earlier, it's what you make of it. You know what I'm saying? Professors at any college are pretty much going to be able to put you or get you to where you need to be at a technical level, musicality level, because, and at the end of the day, like my point earlier, it is what you make it. You know what I'm saying? Any professor anywhere, and all professors at most universities, they're going to be able to help you and get you to wherever you want to be, and wherever you can push yourself in whatever capacity you want to be in. You know, like I said earlier, you may not know those universities I went to, and I know for a fact that many people don't know, because a lot of places that I travel myself, I have to explain where I came from and, you know, why I play the way I do, or where I pick certain things up that other people, you know, may not know. You know what I'm saying? I have a different perspective because of the different places that I went to. And I've been beside some of the people at the top jazz schools or the top music schools in the country. I've been beside them. I played with them. You know, I've been able to stand toe to toe with them just fine because of the work that I've put in, the things that I pay attention to, the way that I extracted as much information out of my professors as I possibly could. I wish I did more, but it is what you make of it. And I would say to those in college or looking to be in college, do as much as you can. Like, don't just waste your refund money on clothes. No. Save up some money, get you some good equipment, but also go to festivals, go to different events, take some trips around the country, see some other music, you know, show your face around. You know what I'm saying? Bring your horn, play, see what things you can get into. You know, that's one thing I wish I did during undergrad. I did during grad school, thank God, because of the people I was around. But undergrad, that's what I should have been doing. Go listen to some music, go see what other universities are doing, see what they're playing. You know, that you just engulf yourself in music. That's what you need, and that's how you be a successful musician, to be honest. And you have to fully engulf yourself. It's not going to work otherwise. And finally, a music degree is not worthless at all. You just need to have a vision for yourself and to be honest with yourself and put yourself in the best position to be able to move forward. You know, it is hard to make a life out of music, you know, but it's worth it. And don't make it harder than what it needs to be. And you need to do the work. If you're going to do this music, you have to, like I said earlier, engulf yourself and do the work. There's no shortcuts in music. None. Everything you skip is going to come back. I don't care in what capacity. That's just how it is. Things you need to be real with yourself about, and you need to have discipline. You know what I'm saying? You need to stay away from certain things. You need to not be putting yourself in situations where your music career is compromised, or it's going to be so much harder. And y'all know what I'm talking about. Just keep yourself out of trouble. Be safe. Have fun in college, but at the same time, you're there for a reason. And it's going to go by really fast. And then you're going to be looking stuck when you graduate and you feel like you're less than. And it's going to be nobody's fault but yours, to be honest. Music degree makes you flexible. It teaches you how to be flexible. It teaches you how to put yourself in different situations and function. Even if you don't do music, that's one of the things you need to take away. How to be flexible, how to teach yourself, and how to help lead others, and how to be observant with nuance. And to an extreme degree, you need to aspire to be the very best you can be. Because if you're not, why are you doing it? And you need to also, you know, be the best that you can be so you can have the most fun playing and making music that you can have and with other people. But no one's going to have fun with somebody that's lazy. No one's going to have fun with anybody that, you know, doesn't seem to be competent as they should be. You know, that's not fun. That doesn't contribute to good music making, especially if you're around a bunch of college graduates. No, you should be a meaningful contributor or a leader, point blank, period. And you can be that. You really can. That's really all I wanted to say. You know what I'm saying? I think it's great to study music. I don't regret studying music at all. Like, I got a master's and I'm seeking out certain things. It's been tough, but at the same time, it's been rewarding, and I'm looking forward to the future, and I'm working towards certain things, and I have a lot of things in the works and things I'm still working on with my playing. You know, I post a lot of videos. And I'm going to be posting a lot more of my experiences and things I'm doing, and also educational content. And, you know, I'm looking forward to my future, and if I can do it, you can do it too. So really have a beautiful life, work hard, and music is a beautiful way to have that. So that's pretty much it. So if you like this video, please drop a like, subscribe, and I'll see y'all next time.